All right, so let's talk real quick about the focusing of a par. Par focus is the same. We're going to want to go ahead and pan and tilt the fixture until it's pointed roughly where we want it to be or where we want it to be. And then we need to make sure that we lock it in position. And the locking is the exact same. There is a pan bolt, a yoke bolt, and then a tilt handle. Right, so pars have several different lens options that we talked about when we were dealing with fixtures. Right, the very narrow spot and the narrow spot version both project a round image. The medium flood and the wide flood options create an oval image. Right, this oval can be very useful about where we want the light to go, and we can adjust the orientation of this oval by spinning the lens within the fixture. There are 4 openings on the fixture. There's on each of what would be the corners, right? So there is just behind where the gel frame goes, right? There are this ridged ring, and it's in an opening here. There's another opening here, and then on the other side of the fixture. And this allows us to actually spin the lens within the par fixture. And that will allow us to rotate this oval in whatever direction we want that works best. Then once you have that all set, there is no lock for that. They're usually pretty snug. And again, you would open the gel frame clip and install the gel in the groove that is nearest to the lens assembly. The next fixture we'll talk about is a Fresnel. Fresnel is a wash light, and we can adjust the size of this image, right? So we can go from spot, which is a very tight little wash of light, up to a wide wash of light, right? And anywhere in between. The way that adjustment is made is by actually sliding the lamp either closer or further from the lens assembly in the fixture. There is often a knob on the bottom that needs to be loosened, and then you slide the lamp back and forth and then retighten that knob. Some other fixtures may have a crank or a knob on the side that by running the crank back and forth or rolling the knob, you also can move the lamp forward and back. It depends on the manufacturer. Yeah, and so by sliding it back and forth or, cranking it back and forth, you can adjust from a spot to a flood. The next control that we'll talk about is barn doors. Barn doors, of course, are similar to shutters in the fact that we can reduce the amount of spill from our circle of light. And it really is just a big flap of metal that is attached to the front of the light. This is again why it's important to put the gel frame in the back slot, not the front slot, because the barn door fits into that front slot and allows us to filter off some of the spill light. This, unlike shutters, the top barn door will control the top line of light, and the bottom barn door will control the bottom line of light. Barn doors can be used in both Fresnels and Parkans. They will both accept barn doors. So that's a little bit about barn doors and how to focus stage lights.